When we're dealing with parabolas and they're asking about extreme values or the maximum or the minimum of the function, they're talking about the vertex every time, because that vertex will either be the lowest point, or of course in the case of a parabola that opens this way, it'll be the highest point. If it's the lowest point, it's going to be considered a minimum. If it's the highest point, we'll consider it a maximum. But there are two things to keep in mind. They're going to either ask you where is the maximum or minimum value, and what is the maximum minimum value. Where it is always refers to the x value. And what is the maximum value always refers to the y value. So looking at this graph, I would say that this graph clearly, since it opens up, it has a minimum. And then it says state the extreme value. So what is that minimum? That minimum will be the y value of the vertex. So even though the vertex has two numbers associated with it, a 1 and a -6, this is where that minimum happens. This is what that minimum is. Because the lowest value this thing will ever hit is -6. As long as you can keep those two things straight, that x is where or when the maximum happens and y is what the maximum or minimum actually is, and you can remember that it's associated with the vertex, you'll be in good shape. Good luck.